Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new day of Road to TG Worlds 2019. Thank you so much for being here. If you're watching YouTube, don't forget to leave a like. Really helps out the channel. And if you're live with me on Twitch, really appreciate you hanging out with me today. So, as we move on with the top 5 decks, top 5 standard decks of 2018, like towards the end of 2018, we are now going to be reviewing Gardevoir. I actually used this deck to win a league challenge the past weekend. I didn't have this Alolan GX, the 1/1 Alolan, which is what I'm covering right here. I didn't have it in the list because I didn't expect any mirror matches and very few decks that had Ninetales in them, so I didn't feel it was necessary, and it definitely paid off because I didn't face any other fairy deck, and the extra consistency with a second timer ball that I had and a field blower made it so that I had better chances against shrine decks such as the Tablemon deck that you guys are talking about. So we have Gardevoir GX 230 HP. Thank you, Dr. Matt. 230 HP, ability Secret Spring, where once during your turn before you attack, you may attach a fairy energy card from your hand to one of your Pokemon. And then Infinite Force deals 30 damage times the amount of energy attached to both active Pokemon. So really good ability, really good attack that synergizes pretty nicely with the ability. And then we have Twilight GX, where you shuffle 10 cards from your discard pile into your deck, making you very much immune to a lot of the stall mill decks that are going around lately. Now we have a 3/1/3 line of Gardevoir. Then we have our 2/2 Alolan Ninetales GX line. Alolan Ninetales with 200 HP and its ability Mysterious Guidance. When you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon during your turn, you may search your deck for up to 2 item cards, reveal them, and put them into your hand. So we're able to search for rare candies pretty much immediately, which is very nice. It's usually the reason why stage 2 decks were not played, because the consistency of the rare candies just wasn't there, but now it is, thanks to Ninetales. And then we have the attack Snowy Wind, which is pretty decent, dealing 70 damage to the active and 32 to a benched Pokemon. And finally we have Sublimation GX, where if our opponent's Pokemon is an Ultra Beast, it immediately gets knocked out. So pretty useful attack against Blacephalon decks, against Buzzwole decks. Next up we have the 2/1/2 Swampert line. Swampert with its ability Power Draw. Once during your turn before you attack, you may discard a card from your hand, and if you do, you draw 3 cards. Really nice ability. It's a better Zorg. It is a stage 2, but over time, it's a bit better. It's definitely better than having one Zorg, not only because you get the extra card, but because it's a non-GX. And it's also kind of better than 2 Zorgs because you get 1 less card, but it's not a GX liability on your bench. And then the attack Hydro Pump is actually pretty useful as well. Dealing 80 damage plus 20 more damage times the amount of water energy attached to his Pokemon. Clearly we're not playing any water energy other than the Super Boost, but when Super Boost is activated, you can actually deal 160 damage just with a Super Boost, and with a Choice Band that's 190, which is enough to KO things like Buzzwole, definitely enough to KO things like Blacephalon. But with a Choice Band at DC and a Fairy Energy, you also get KOs from Blacephalon, making Blacephalon and Gardevoir a very favorite matchup for this deck. Now we have the Ditto Prism Star to help with getting out our evolution lines. We have 2 double A for support, and then we also have the 1/1 Solgaleo line, 250 HP. It attacks for a single DC, dealing 120 damage, Turbo Strike, and we attach 2 basic energy cards from our discard pile to one of our benched Pokemon, so some nice synergy there with Gardevoir's attack. And we also have the ability Shining Mane, where your Pokemon in play have no weakness. So Solgaleo is weak to fire, Guard is no longer weak to metal, and so this card is necessary in case you face other Guardian decks that also play the Solgaleo, but it's also a very nice way to deal with opposing Alolan Ninetales GXs. And finally, it's GX Attack Prominence. You get to heal damage from all your Pokemon, so it's kind of useful as well against all the spreading decks. Now, supporters wise, we have a very straightforward 4 Elm, 3 Guzma. This should be 3 Cynthia and 1 Lily, not 4 Cynthia, so I'm gonna make that change. 4 Elm, 3 Guzma, 3 Cynthia, 1 Lily. Then we also have 4 Ultra Wall, 4 rare candy for consistency purposes. We have 2 Brooklet Heal to search for Mudkips and Vulpixes. Then we also have a single Timer Ball, a single Energy Lotto, so that Ninetales can essentially find us energy. And then we have the 2 Choice Bands to increase our damage output. Now finally we have Super Boost Energy, 4 DCs and 7 Fairy Energies in order to power up our Pokemon. And so let's save the deck and let's jump into a ladder and see if we can do well with this top 5 Gardevoir deck. Tripping on Shroomish. There doesn't seem to be any issues with the sound that I can tell. Yeah, so maybe try refreshing the stream. Otherwise other people can maybe say so if they're having issues as well. I can look into it a bit further. And there we go. We are up against Descendant XX. We lose the coin flip, so we're going second. Hello, the Pokesaurs. I am doing well, thank you. How about you? Okay, we get a mulligan with a pretty nice, nice looking hand. And this is pretty good as well. We did mulligan twice, but at least we have the raw elms, which is really good. Okay, it's all good. Tripping on Shroomish, that's nice. It's great to hear. We are up against probably Zoroark, I'd imagine. We're gonna see the raw elms as well for my opponent. Yesterday your friend sold you a full art judge for $5. Wow, I berserk. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. The Pokesaurs, what tech should you put in your Zoroark list? I mean, it all depends on what it looks like right now. Do you already have an Alolan Monk? Do you run Weavile? Do you already have a do you already have a counter gain? Those are the answers that we need to know before telling you like which tech you would run. Okay, so I definitely think I should retreat and beacon here. No reason not to. I'm gonna go ahead and beacon, and I already have Swampert. So I'm gonna grab Gardy, and I'm gonna grab Ninetales. Ninetales gets me double rare candy gets me Gardevoir and Swampert, and then Swampert hopefully gets me a Fairy Energy so that Ninetales can either knock out the Rockruff or deal some damage to Lycanroc. My opponent shouldn't damage me too much. If my opponent has Zoroark, DC, Kuzma, KO, and Mudkip, that could be a problem, right? That could definitely be a problem. Or he can run Switch, and that's gonna be terrible for us as well, because now we won't be able to search for those rare candies, and we are in a lot of trouble. No Alolan Mach. Okay, definitely Alolan Mach would be your tech. Oh, okay, so grabs the Macargo. These Zoroark decks that just have the raw cards every time, right? The raw one-off switch. Going second is what really put us in trouble here. Perhaps this route should have been a Ditto? Is a straight Zoroweavile or Zoroweavile with 1/1 card, Daniel Davis? You could try Zoroweavile with 1/1 card, yeah. Oh wow, and we're even going to get Marshadowed. So literally worst case scenario just happened, and Ultra Wall gets me Rare Candy Gardy, right? Or Rare Candy Swampert. Okay, so I think I have to go for Lele for Lily. Otherwise, I'm gonna be in a very bad spot here. Gosh, that was rough. That was a very rough turn. Yep, Lele for Lily, and hope I get the Cardi, along with other useful things. At the very least, a Swampert would be nice. I already have the rare candy, so we'll see. Dr. Matt, what is everyone taking a Alolan Mug for? To stop Orangurus. Mainly to stop Orangurus, but also to potentially stop. Am I really gonna trade the Kirlia or the Guzma? That's my second Guzma gone. I have to. They are to stop like a lot, obviously basic Pokemon abilities, but mainly to stop Oranguru and Gramble decks. Oh wow, okay, we take those. We definitely take those. Gonna hit for 90. I don't need to hit for 120 just yet, and I'd rather power draw the fairy rather than the super boost. So okay, despite no Ninetales, we actually managed to set up 2 stage 2s off of 4 cards, which is nice. And there's no threat of us getting knocked out at all at this point. Energy on Rockruff would be pretty scary. I no longer have Guzmas, pretty much. I mean, I have one, but it's gonna be hard to get out. So yeah, Dr. Matt. Gramble attacks for 160 damage if you have 0 cards in your hand. So the way they get to 0 cards is usually combining Macargo with Oranguru to get the right combination to bring themselves down to 0. So you use Alolan Mog, it stops their Gramble, makes their Macargo a lot weaker, and therefore they only hit you for 30 rather than 160, which is a pretty big deal. Okay, we could see a KO on my Swampert though, for sure. You could see a KO on my Swampert by playing a Stadium, a Guzma, and an Energy on the Weavile to knock out my Swampert. That would be pretty bad news. We're gonna see a Field Blower, that's fine. I hope that's the card my opponent smooth over it for. Okay. Retreats into the Weavile, interesting. I think I'm okay with that. Went for the Rainbow, will Evil Admonition for some amount of damage. Now, if I find a Max Potion here, it would be amazing. And it's honestly not completely out of the question because I have access to Ninetales. And I do. That is awesome. So Ninetales will get me Max Potion plus... Okay, I'm tempted. Does he have Enhanced Hammer? I mean, he probably does. If I whiff the energy, that would be pretty sad though. Wow, I only have 2 fairy energies? 1, 2, 3. So I have 2 fairy energies prized. Even less of a chance that I take this risk. Yeah, I'm just gonna grab these 2 cards. And I'm gonna Ultra away the Soul Galio and the Mudkip. I don't think I have to worry anymore. You know what? I am scared of... Well, the counter gain is in the discard pile, actually. Does my opponent run 2 counter gains? I doubt it. I really doubt it. I feel like I need a better hand here. The Super Boost is such a bad card to have in my hand, though. If I whiff here, that would be terrible. I don't think I can risk. I mean, I could just not heal, right? No, I have to heal. I have to heal. Ugh, I'm not a big fan of this play, but oh well. Oh well. I would have gotten the energy. Oh well. This is fine. If the counter gain had not been into discard pile, I think I would have risked I don't think I would have played down the Lele. Because if he counter gains, attacks me with Lycanroc, then he's not getting a knockout. And without counter gain, he's also not attacking with Lycanroc, so he's gonna judge me, that's fine. Doesn't even risk the Zoroark GX when I have the super boost. I guess if I don't find a Guardy, then the super boost is as if it's not there, but hopefully I can find either an Ultra Ball or a Guardy. I think we're in a really good spot. I think there was a lot more value in losing the Zoroark and having the energy on the Rockruff than going for that retreat and attack with Weavile play. I think that was a costly mistake for my opponent. He's gonna put back the Weavile into the deck. Does get the other Zoroark. Will trade away the Ninetales. Does find an Ultra Ball for a thing, right? For a Weavile. Okay, but like my opponent's focusing so much on Weavile when Lycanroc is honestly a bigger threat at some point. Like it's a combination of both, right? But my opponent is not setting up both. Ooh. Oh, jeez. What a hand by my opponent. What a hand by my opponent. Yikes. That is unbelievable. That is actually unbelievable. Wow. Okay. Okay, so definitely power drawing this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need a DC off of this Energy Lodo. If I don't get a DC off of this Energy Lodo, I'm gonna be in trouble. Double heads doesn't really make a difference. Well, it does stand by 2 cards, which is nice. And I'm pretty sure there's 3 DCs here, so whiffing there would have been completely horrible. But he did prevent my... I did get the Guardy the turn before, so he did prevent my Super Boost from working. And if I had another Guardy powered up, then that would pretty much be game. I hit for 210 exactly, and now here's the thing. My opponent can't get either the Rainbow or the Weavile with Magcargo, but he can't get both. So between the prize and the top deck, he has to get the other one. Or he just has to go for Cynthia. I don't know, something like that. Hello, Collapsing Gravel and the Pokesaurus. Because of Ninetales, indeed, Guardy Swampert is better than Zoro Guardy. That is exactly the reason why. Ninetales makes stage 2 really, really good. What? You're kidding me. You're actually kidding me. He did have it. That is crazy. That is insane. That is actually insane. Okay. Okay. So let's go ahead and Brooklets. If I whiff energy here, I'm gonna be pretty mad. So there's 5. Half of the cards in my deck are energy. I'm going to Ultra Ball these 2. And I'm gonna grab Ditto. More than half of the cards in my deck are energy. Just need any energy. Literally any energy works here. Okay, great. Thank you so much, deck. And now, okay. If he has a second counter gain, then we have lost. Oh no, counter gain would not work, actually. The way we lose is if my opponent has DC, his last DC, Kukui, Choice Band, and a basic. That's 4 specific cards. He can guarantee one of them. Wait, Lycanroc, DC, Choice Band, Basic. Yeah, those 4 cards. If he has them, he has them. He's already played Field Blower 2. I'm still not gonna attach the Choice Band. I can't bench the Ditto, right? Yeah, I can't bench the Ditto. I still have my 3rd Guzma as well, which is good news. And see, like, my opponent taking a knockout with Lycanroc would have been a lot more threatening than him constantly using the Weavile. Okay, so there's this Zork, which indicates that my opponent might try to go for it. 4 cards. Lycanroc, Choice Band, DC, Kukui. Oh, and a basic. Lycanroc, Choice Band, Kukui, DC, basic. 5 specific cards. He just used Brooklet Heal to check. That could have given him the basic, but he doesn't have 3rd Rockruff, it seems. This is gonna be tough. This is gonna be a close finish to the series. Okay, there's 2 of them, right? Okay, he played Cynthia though. So we are safe now. We are safe. And now he needs a way to heal this Zork, because that one's obviously easier to knock out. Smooth overs for something, probably the DC. Max Potion, okay. So then we need... No, Guzma doesn't get us the win actually. Guzma doesn't get us a win, but Max Potion pretty much does. Right, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's no Lele on the bench. So Guzma doesn't do it for us. Gonna Power Throw the Cynthia. Yeah, there's a Guzma, but that's not enough. I'm gonna Secret Spring onto this guy. And I'm gonna retreat. And then I'm going to Max Potion myself, just like he did. Oh wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh. Oops, I can't count apparently. Oof, that was close. That was close. I was missing. I didn't realize I had knockout on the active. I thought I was 1 energy short. I generally thought I was 1 energy short. So yeah, pretty good. Pretty good. So yeah. Guardy, pretty solid deck. It can take a bit to get going. That knockout on the Vulpix on turn 2 was pretty detrimental. It's not going to be super common, especially if they don't, like if they have a Zorua, then you think about it twice. But since my opponent didn't have a Zorua in the active, I felt like my Vulpix was safe. But turns out it wasn't. But then we still managed to recover. And I think my opponent was really foregoing Lycanroc, when Lycanroc is probably your best asset against this deck. If you don't have energy on Lycanroc and you're not threatening dangerous Rogue GX, then that's a really bad call. Because Weavile is always 1 energy away, but Lycanroc needs 2 attachments. So if you have 1 energy on Rockruff, then both Rockruff and Weavile become a threat. And so you have to either manage your bench or manage your abilities or both. But yeah, that will be all for Gardevoir, guys. We're gonna be moving on to Malamar next. So if you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to like and come back tomorrow for the next episode of Top 5 Standard Decks. And if you're live with me on Twitch, don't go anywhere, guys. I will be right back in just a second.